Hello and welcome to Brockley News Extra, the programme where you get the chance to hear all you need to know about what's happening in and around the hospital, as well as updates on other local events and people who work in the community. I'm Alan Joyce, and coming up today we'll be listening back to the highlights of an event which took place in aid of the SCAT Bone Cancer Trust charity based here in the hospital, as hundreds of cyclists took to the streets for the Ellis Harriet Clark 50 miler in Hertford. We'll be hearing from some of the organisers and participants over the next hour or so, and we'll also be hearing more about the charity itself, as our team of reporters spent the day seeing how the cyclists got on. So stay tuned to London's longest running hospital radio station, your number one recuperation station, Radio Brockley. So on the 4th of May this year, hundreds of cyclists took to the streets of Hertford for the second annual Ellis Harriet Clark 50 miler in aid of Ellis, who sadly passed away at just 16 years of age from bone cancer. Her sister Billy had been the driving force in setting up the foundation, which aims to raise funds to go towards SCAT and the Teenage Cancer Trust. Well, Radio Brockley went along to see how they all got on, so let's join our reporters Sue Weston, Paul Downer, Ron Laver and Emma Nuriel.
Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle.
I want to ride my
bicycle, bicycle, bicycle.
I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride it where I like.
It's just before 7:30 a.m. on a bright, sunny spring morning in Hertford. We're in a field just outside the town centre, a place called Goldings, and it's the start of the 50-mile charity bike ride in aid of the EHC charity. That's Ellis Harriet Clark. Ellis was a young lady who was a patient at the RNLH and was particularly helped by the SCAT charity, and the SCAT charity is one of the organisations that will benefit from funds raised here today. The race goes off in relays between 7:30 and 9:30, so you can imagine the number of riders involved. We'll find out a bit more about that later, but let's just go over to the start now and see and listen to the first group of riders going off.
Don't forget, stops 14, 28 and 36 miles. 3, 2, 1, away you go. Please ride safely, enjoy.
Okay, I've grabbed a young man here. What's your name?
James.
James, you seem to be helping out with the organisation here.
Yes, yeah, I've been helping for the last couple of months to put this one together, and it's nice to see it all here this morning, so fantastic.
What can you tell me about the EHC charity?
The Ellis Harriet Clark Foundation was set up a few years back by Ellis's sister Billy. So along with some of her friends, including me, there's a sort of a small team of us who fundraise for Skeletal Cancer Action Trust and Teenage Cancer Trust. So we've held balls, we've run marathons, and now we seem to have found a niche with our 50-mile cycle ride through Hertfordshire.
Is this the second one you've done, am I right in saying?
That's right, yes. So we're back. We had 500 riders last year and more knocking on our door, although our licence only allowed for 500. So we've improved it and grown it this year, and we have something like 800 riders out today.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So from what you're saying, this is going to turn into an annual event now?
I would love it to, yes. It takes a lot of work from the team, and it'll probably take some convincing at the pub tonight, but I'll hope to see them all back out next year, yeah.
Well, what you do is you don't do it tonight at the pub, you wait a few days, wait a week or so, and then, And then,
talk them back into it again. I'd love to, and I hope we will, yes, yeah.
What can you tell me about Ellis? Did you know Ellis herself?
I did, yeah. So Ellis was my friend Billy's younger sister, and I met her when she very first became ill, and in fact went into hospital. Some of the first dates I went on with my now wife were to go and see Ellis in hospital, and she was a lovely girl, really strong and brave girl. So yeah, she inspires us every day.
And So you said you've done some other fundraisings as well before this came along, the bike ride. What sort of things were you doing before that?
Well, first of all, we held a ball here at Golding's estate, and that raised us quite a bit of money. So we thought, we'll carry on and we'll do some other things. So I think the entire team have now run the London Marathon, and Billy and a team have climbed Kilimanjaro as well. So quite a few different things. We've had golf days and barbecues and things.
So this is almost like a full-time job, isn't it?
It can be, yeah. It was more of my kind of 5 to 9 job than my 9 to 5, but yeah, full time.
And I believe Ellis lived at Golding's, did she?
She did, yeah. So she grew up here and lived here, yes, with her sister Billy. So yeah.
Okay, that's great. Well, I'll let you get back because you seem to be doing a very important job, holding back all the hordes of bikers who are keen to get off. It's a staggered start, isn't it?
That's right. We can only let 10 people go every minute. So explaining to them that the police will tell us off otherwise.
I was going to say
that's
the police have set that limit because of the number of bikers on the road.
Indeed, yeah. We're a victim of our own success, which is nice. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. You've got a huge queue there lining up, so I'll let you get back to it.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much for your time. Cheers. Thank you.
All right, hello there.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Paul. I'm from the Royal National Orthopaedic Hospital. And you are?
Katie.
Katie. Hi, Katie. Okay, what do you know about this and what's your involvement here? I can see you're going to ride.
Yeah. I work with Ellis's family, so I know about Ellis and about SCAT, and what a lovely day it's going to be and how much they do for SCAT.
It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's really, really good cause. Have you done this before?
Did it last year?
You did?
Yes.
Was it the first time last year?
Yeah, it was the first time. It was to celebrate Ellis's, what would have been her 21st birthday.
Right.
So it was 500 riders all doing it in memory of Ellis last year, which was beautiful.
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And do you know how much money was raised then?
82,000.
Really?
Yeah.
That was terrific, isn't it?
Yeah,
Fantastic.
amazing.
Good. Well, let's hope they can improve on that this year.
Yeah, definitely.
With the amount of riders I've seen here today, should be on a winner.
I think so, definitely.
Good.
So,
Right, okay.
okay.
Right, well, the best of luck and
Thank
thanks
you very
much. Thanks.
See you later.
Bye. And your name is?
My name's Heidi.
Heidi, how are you doing? Okay.
All right, thank you.
Good. Right, have you done this before, this race, or?
No,
You've not done it? It's the first time, okay.
Yeah.
But obviously you're an avid bike rider?
Ish.
Okay, so how long have you been riding bikes? And
I've been training for the last 4 weeks.
have you
so,
really?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
oh well, good. Well,
Yeah.
good luck. Best of luck. And what do you know about this event? What can you tell me?
Well, my husband and his friend done it last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
and they enjoyed it, so I thought I'd take part this year.
Yeah, and this is a charity,
Yes,
obviously, to
absolutely,
raise
yeah.
money
Money
for SCAT
Yeah,
and the
that's
Royal
right.
National Orthopaedic Hospital.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is where I'm from, actually. So
Oh,
I
right,
thought
okay.
I'd better tell you that. Good. Okay. So, well, the best of luck.
Thank you.
Hope it all goes very well. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's perfect actually.
And,
Not too much wind.
enjoy.
Either. Thank you.
We're in the registration tent now, standing here with Nicola.
Hi,
Hi. What are you doing here?
I am on registration today. I'm on the Ellis Harriet Clark Foundation committee, so we set up the foundation.
Do you know how many people are registering today?
We've had just nearly at 700 we are at the moment, so that's really great. So we're 50% up from last year.
And the queue at the moment looked like they were all here at the same time.
Yeah,
Died
they
down a
all
little
arrived
bit
at the
now.
same time, thank goodness for that. People do tend to do that.
This is one that needs to go. Excellent.
Okay, who can I have next? Hello there, who have we got? Nicolette Chandler.
Thank you. Let me just double check.
Nicolette Chandler. Nikki Chandler. Nikki, you're number 83 today.
Okay, does that mean search for 83?
Is that for you looking for it? Yes. Sorry.
There you go.
How handy is that?
Right, so you need to pop this, that's your timed chip, so that's going to time you around and it's going to time you on the hill. So pop that on the front of your bike.
Thank you.
They'll tell you more about the signs and the course when you get up to the start line. Good luck. Enjoy it. Take care. Hi there. Who have we got here? Martin. Is this your first time with this, Martin?
It is, yeah. I'm going around with somebody who's done it before, though, so
that's good.
I'll follow them.
So we've got maps available if you need one. Oh, Martin, you're very exciting. You're number 10.
Really?
Oh, look at that. That means you have to win or something.
Is it?
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
come last or something notable. Thank you.
Good luck. Take care. Hello, how are you? It's Tom's friend, isn't it? Yeah. He came to see you cycle at Excel or something.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. I'm Dunkley is my surname.
How are you feeling today?
I'm alright, actually.
Yeah, excited.
Nice day.
Are you riding with Tom or is he too slow?
No, he's headed off already, I think.
Is he? Oh, that was nice of him to wait for you. Right, you're 162 today, Paul.
Okay.
Right, there is a little bit of a wait, I think, at the start line because we're
I've
ever
ordered
so
one of the
popular.
shirts as well.
Right, that's that. Let me get that for you.
And I'm going to get your... Yeah, there you go.
Hello, what's your name, sir?
Paul Dunkley.
Paul, you've just registered. Is this the first time you've done this race, or were you here last year?
No, I was here last year, and the weather looks like it was last year. It's fantastic.
Beautiful day, isn't it? Yeah. Do you know the Clark family at all?
I do, yes. A friend of mine is married to Billy, Ellis's sister.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I know Tom. Yes, I met him. Yeah. So, how long do you think you'll be taking to do the ride today?
Well, last year I did it in 2 hours 45 minutes, so I'm going to try and do better than that.
So you're a pretty good cyclist then. You're not along for a Sunday ride, are you?
No, I'm gonna give it a good go and see how I get on.
Okay. Well, good luck anyway.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Hello there.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi.
What a lovely day it is.
It is a lovely day. We've been really lucky.
Yeah. So, your name is?
My name's Nicola.
Nicola, hi.
Sorry?
So, can you tell me a little bit about the charity and what you do and what's involved?
So we set the charity up when Ellis passed away in 2009. We set it up with the primary reason of just making kids' lives a little bit easier. So there's lots of cancer charities out there, but what we wanted to do is just raise money in her memory to contribute to two special charities, SCAT, Scheduled Cancer Action Trust, and Teenage Cancer Trust. So when Ellis first went into hospital, we were in an older hospital and we got moved during her second round of chemo to UCLH, which is brand new hospital, one of the
University
best,
College.
Yeah, it was one of the first TCT wards to be built, and it makes kids' lives so much better. It's got things like Wi-Fi, flat screen TVs. Brilliant. They have special tutors coming in helping them with their schoolwork, and most importantly, what Teenage Cancer Trust recognised is that kids were either in children's wards, so they could range from 2 years old to 13 years old, or they were with the adults, so you'd have 14-year-olds in with 56, 80-year-olds suffering cancer, and actually they couldn't relate to the other patients in their ward, and it's really important for them not to feel like they're alone, so for them to feel like they're not the only ones going through that, and so Teenage Cancer Trust have done a brilliant job of actually making wards specifically for teenagers so that they can be amongst their peers and not feel so alone, and also organising events like taking them to Disneyland, organising Teenage Cancer Trust do massive events in the Royal Albert Hall with pop stars and things that teenagers are interested in, so we really appreciated their support when we were going through it. So half the money goes to them and half the money goes to SCAT, Skeletal Cancer Action Trust, because Ellis had bone cancer, so that's particularly close to our hearts as well.
So, and this is the second race that...
this is the second bike race we've done, yeah. Billy Clark, Ellis's big sister, has climbed Mount Kilimanjaro with her mum, with Phones for You, yeah. They raised an amazing amount of money. So her and Nikki climbed Mount Kilimanjaro with a massive team of Phones for You people. There was about 35 of them, I think.
That's amazing.
And we had a big ball for Ellis's 17th birthday, which we raised a lot of money for. And there's also sporadic things that go on. So Kimmy ran the marathon this year in support of Teenage Cancer Trust and the Ellis Harriet Clark Foundation. And people have done all sorts. Jim's run umpteen marathons for us in support.
Amazing, all these people doing such
we have
great
Team
stuff.
Ellis's out all over the country at various events raising money for us.
And how did you become involved?
So I'm Billy's best friend from school. So I was close to Ellis when she was with us.
Yeah, absolutely marvellous.
So yeah, everyone's here. Here.
So is this going to become an annual event? Do you think? Or?
Maybe. Yes, mate.
Why not?
Ask later on. It's a bit like childbirth. We'll have forgotten all the pain tomorrow.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, if you did it last year, really, you know,
We did it last year.
You've got to carry on.
We've raised the entries by 50%. Hopefully, we'll raise even more money, and that's why we're here.
And do you know how many people have participated?
We've had about 700 this year.
Really?
So we had 500 last year, and we had people begging us for entries. This year we've done on the day entries, and we've got about 100 on the day entries. So that's really good.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I mean, hopefully it'll get bigger and better. But we couldn't do it without so many people donating, sponsoring things like this marquee. People just rock up, give up their time to put it up, give it for free, and that makes all the difference because everything we raise goes straight to the charity. So our overheads are really, really minimal. We have, as Jim was saying last night, we have no marketing spend at all. We do it all through word of mouth and people just recommending to their friends. You know, 2 of my family friends today have brought along 4 people to do on the day entries, and that's
sort of
how
snowballs, doesn't it?
Yeah,
sometimes?
definitely.
That's good, and that's why-
And hopefully, if you're here later, the car park will be full of volunteer supporters and spectators who are here to. And this was buzzing last year because we had a beautiful day last year as well. There was an ice cream van. We're having a bouncy castle turn up later.
And what time does the stalls and all the fun fair and everything
So
kick off?
now I've finished here,
Presumably
I'm going off to the Times Hill, and we're going to be encouraging people to come up there and join us and cheer people on up that hill because it is a bit of a hill.
Yeah.
And
so what? From 2 o'clock-ish?
No. So
All day?
the speedy ones should be back here by like 10:30.
Yeah.
So between 10:30 and maybe 2:30, we'll see people coming in, and you'll be able to see them come up, and it's such a buzz to see them. The first ones coming in, we were all going crazy last year when we saw the first ones coming over the finish line.
Right.
So
well, it's good that see your enthusiasm and everybody else's actually.
yeah.
Everyone
Everyone just gets stuck in because it was her birthday yesterday. She would have been 22 yesterday. So we're all here for her.
Marvellous. Thank you very much
That's a
indeed.
pleasure.
Appreciate
That's a
it.
pleasure.
Thanks.
I've walked out to the edge of the Goldings estate now, to the parish church, St Michael and All Angels, Waterford. It's a lovely tranquil spot, and just inside the grounds here is the grave of Ellis Harriet Clark. She was born in May 1992 and died in June 2008. Only a short life, and as you can imagine, on a day like today, the grave is adorned with lots of flowers and balloons and wishes. Quite poignant that the riders, when they come through at the end of the race, as they make their final ascent up into the park, will be passing just within feet of Ellis's grave. I'm just walking along now the line of bikers queuing up to go through the start. As we heard earlier, they can only let 10 at a time go through. That's a police regulation. And looking down the queue, it must be about 100 yards long at the moment, and I think they're going every 2 minutes. So some of these people have probably got a half-hour wait before they actually get on their bikes and go. But it's a good indication of how well this bike parade has been supported this year. Okay, I've come over to what I can only best describe as the technical area now. Got a young man with me. What's your name?
It's Daniel Jones.
Daniel, what's your job here?
We're the event sort of timers of it. So every sort of rider will have a rider number, and on the back of the rider number there'll be a timing chip. So as soon as they go over the mats, we'll give them a start time. They'll take their time cycling around the course, get to the finish, and they'll have a chip time, so they can see how well they've done on the course.
So they're all effectively electronically tagged here today?
They are, yeah. On the back of each rider number will be a nice electronic tag, nice and safe on the back of there, and they'll sort of be picked up at all the points. We're timing the King of the Hill section as well, so they'll be picked up at the bottom, and then all that grueling hill that they've got to go up, one at the top, to see how quickly they can get up there.
So I guess that's the beeping noise you can hear as they go over the start mat.
It is, yeah. We've got 2 lines of mats, so we'll have 2 sets of beeps per rider, and that just shows that they're being picked up, they're being detected.
Okay, so these results, do the riders themselves get a copy of these results?
Yeah, today we got SMS set up, so if they registered their phone numbers, as soon as they cross that finish line, 20-30 seconds after, they'll get a nice SMS on their phone saying congratulations, you completed it in their chip time. We'll also be hosting the chip times on www.chiptiming.co.uk, and I believe we're handing out some printouts to the organisers as well.
So that's really good. I mean, it's a good record. Obviously, organisers need to know how many people have raced, what sort of times they did. But there's a lot of serious-looking bikers here today.
There is,
and I guess they're really interested in the sort of stats.
Yeah, I suppose a lot of them maybe is a practice event to sort of get their fitness up, and for maybe some more future events. So being a sportive, it's not done as a race; it's done as a cycle. So they shouldn't be too worried about the chip times, but it's there for their.
It's all about competing.
It is, yeah. It's all about raising awareness.
Yeah, absolutely. What's the company you work for?
So we work for HS Sports. So we're based up in Congleton. We do all sorts of chip timings, from local sporties to track running events to marathons to even IAAF World Championships.
So you're fairly busy this time of year, I guess, with the nicer weather coming. There's a lot of these events going on.
Yeah, we don't know what a weekend is at the moment. We're working straight through, but it's all part of the fun, though.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for your time. I'll let you get on with your work.
Thank you very much.
Long day ahead.
Oh, it is.
Cheers. Bye. There's a fine body of gentlemen here at the moment. Where are you all from?
We're from Vocalink, company that does payments. And we come and do charity bike rides to raise money for various charities.
Okay, how many of you are there actually here today?
There's 7 of us today, including myself.
Do you want to introduce me to them all?
Well, okay, if I have to. Over here we've got Tony. Hello. And then we've got Alan over there, Tom, hello. Carl, Andrew and Dean.
Do you guys all work together?
Well, we turn up to work, yeah. We sort of turn up at the same place every day and sort of do stuff.
Who's the boss?
Tom is.
He just pointed at you.
You know, well, I'm the team leader for the cycling, but he's the boss.
Oh, right, okay, let me have a word with the boss. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, as the team leader for the cycling, does he talk you into this sort of thing?
He just talks incessantly about anything, really.
Okay, but I guess as the boss you can't really say no, can you?
I can't, no, but I just do what Ian tells me, basically. Yeah.
You all look very professional. Are you all? Do you do all this regularly?
Well, we're keen, but we're sort of enthusiastic amateurs, I suppose, is the way you describe it. Yeah, but we're not great, but we just enjoy, doing it and raising some money for charity.
And you've got your Vocalink t-shirts on.
Everyone except for me, and I forgot mine.
Well, that's because you're the boss. You're effectively in the suit.
Right.
Where are you based?
Based in Dunstable, but we've got offices in Rickmansworth and office in the city as well.
Okay, and are you going round as a group? Are you?
Well, that's the theory, but there are bits where there are steep hills, and then they always leave me behind because I'm not very good at hills.
Okay, well we'll maybe catch up. Are you at that hill? I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, there's one at the end where I'm always at the bottom, gasping for breath. Tony's very fast.
Tony's very fast.
He's got wind. The wind's got me last time.
He's got the wind, did you say?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he might have wind. I don't know if he had a curry last night. If he has got the wind, I want to be in front of him.
So, how long do you think it will take you to do? What sort of time are you expecting? I know it's not a race particularly.
I'd have thought about 5 hours cycling. 5 hours, probably. It actually depends how long we stop for cake. Because the good thing with this ride is, if it's like last year, which was their first one, it was so well organised. And the best thing about it was every 15 miles, there's all this homemade cake and bread pudding and biscuits and all that. So it depends how long we stop to eat, to be honest. It's the only ride I know where you burn 5,000 calories and eat 6,000 calories of cake.
You don't look like you need it, to be honest with you.
That's harsh. How dare you, sir?
It's all right. Well, look,
Yes, I'm going to say, yeah.
Kettle pot black.
Yeah,
and at least you're doing, your exercise.
Well, at least I'm going up on my bike for 5 hours.
Yeah, I'm just walking around in the sun.
That's true. Yeah.
Anyway, good luck.
Thank you very much. And we'll see you at the end.
Yeah, we'll catch up with you at the end.
No doubt. I think we're seeing Mrs. Weston at the end, aren't we?
Yeah, I'll be home in bed because
you had to get up very early this morning for you.
I can't stay here for 5 hours. I've been up for 2 already.
Oh dear, we all have as well.
Yeah, I know. All right, well look, good luck with the race.
Thanks, Ron.
Okay, cheers. Good luck, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, it's Trish McIntyre from the SCAT Foundation.
Yes, I'm the fundraiser for SCAT.
You are the chief fundraiser.
I am the fundraiser.
You see, I always thought that fundraisers sat in their office and wrote to people and said, please send us money, would you mind doing this, would you mind doing that? But I find you today on a roundabout in the middle of the A10 in Hertfordshire.
Yeah.
What are you doing out here?
Well, this is a rare pleasure to be out here exposing my limbs and stretching them, but it is really a privilege to be part of a fundraising activity. As you say, spend a lot of time behind the desk, and it's lovely to be out here with people who are doing it, because this is essentially what it's all about. People raise money, people want to give, and we need the fundraisers to access that. So it's a great day, fantastic.
And you're one of two charities, aren't you, that benefit from this bike ride?
That's right, SCAT and Teenage Cancer Trust, both of whom were very dear to the Clark family during Ellis's illness.
Did you know Ellis yourself personally?
I did indeed. She was a super girl, very brave, full of spirit. What can I say? Always smiling, always lively, always positive. An amazing girl. And she touched everybody who looked after her in the same way.
So what does the SCAT charity do? What does SCAT mean?
Well, it means Skeletal Cancer Trust, which is why we call it, in short, SCAT Bone Cancer Trust. So essentially we look after and fill the gaps in the NHS for helping and treating patients who've had bone cancer. And our main remit would be in the areas of, critical research. And also we've got a fantastic project which has completely taken off called Live Life to the Full, where we give teenagers and young adults who've had an amputation as a result of bone cancer, we give them high performance limbs, wonderful prosthetic limbs and blades that allow them to lead a full and very active life, just as before really.
And of course you do lots of research, don't you?
Yeah, we're doing some very valuable research at the moment into photodynamic therapy, which is a very powerful therapy that reduces the occurrence of infection, so that if you've had an internal prosthesis put in, the chances of and a tumour taken out, the chances of recurring cancer are hugely reduced, if not eliminated. And we've also just launched some research into Ollier's disease and Maffucci syndrome, which are what we call the orphans of bone cancer. Very little is known about them, and yet there are some terribly ill children and very frightened parents out there. So good work.
And it's great that people like this, the Ellis Harriet Clark Foundation, choose to support you and give you 50% of the money they raise, basically.
Yeah, this is a wonderful legacy from Ellis Clark, and it's a fabulous way to remember her, and she helps in her own way and through her sort of spirit that touches everybody. She helps so many other children of her age, both now and in the future. So it's a fantastic thing for her family to undertake.
It's a fantastic legacy, isn't it, that she's left and her family continue to lead.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got wonderful parents and an amazing sister, Billy, who is just tireless. And hello to Hattie, the newest member of the Clark Shorten family also.
She'd only just been born, I remember, last year.
That's right, and now she's a little trooper herself.
Okay, so what are we doing on this roundabout? What's our job here today?
Well, we're at the 35-mile mark here, and as you can see, people are looking a little faded, so we like to give them like a little pep talk, tell them they're near the finish, 2 miles to a fuel station, and above all, commend them for the great work they're doing.
Okay, you don't...
We admire some of the bodies too.
Is that why you're wearing a little less than you would be in the office normally?
I beg your pardon, just because I'm showing my legs. You should come and see me.
Well, you're doing a sterling job.
Thank you very much, and as you can see, I've got great supporters here with Chris and Jackie.
Yeah. Will you be up at the... do you come up to Goldings when you finished here?
When we finished here? Oh, absolutely, because we kind of miss out on the full atmosphere.
Yeah.
So, no, that's wonderful to go up at the end and see everybody.
The burgers. You're missing the burgers.
We're missing the burgers, and last year they'd run out. So if you're back there, put my name on
We'll
one.
try and save one for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Trish.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. Come on, guys! Give it some welly! Only 15 miles left and a free bar in 2 miles.
This is Radio Brockley and you're tuned in to Brockley News Extra. That was the Kang Gang, by the way. This is a very special edition of Brockley News Extra focusing on the SCAT Bone Cancer Trust charity and the Ellis Harriet Clark Foundation. Part 2 of the 50-miler highlights coming up. Don't forget you can keep in touch with what we're doing here at Radio Brockley by following us on Twitter at Radio Brockley. We're also on Facebook and also on YouTube as well. And you can go to our website at radiobrockley.org. Let's rejoin our reporters, though, at the Ellis Harriet Clark Foundation.
I'm with Keely and Kelsey, who are selling the lovely hoodies in aid of Ellis Harriet Clark. So, ladies, how have you got involved with this today?
Well, I used to work with Ellis's cousin, so we got involved that way. We volunteered to work wherever, so we've been put on the hoodie stall today.
Lovely. And Kelsey, how about you?
The same. So I work for the family in the salon, and last year I did the 50-mile bike ride. But this year on this side of it.
And how was it last year?
Hard, very hard. Yeah.
Okay, but it was a good ride. Was it very hilly?
They say no. They said it was a flat route, but I don't think so. To be honest, no.
And had you trained for it last year?
Once, so maybe that's why.
So maybe you're better off.
Very good. It was very good. It's very well organised.
Yes. Okay. And how are the sales of the hoodies going?
To be honest, not a lot of people seem to be here yet. I think a lot of people are still out on track supporting there. So not great yet, but not a lot of people are here yet. So.
But they're very beautiful, and
they are. Yeah.
And if they don't get sold here, how can people who are listening to this, our listeners, get hold of one? Is there a website that they can get them from?
Yeah, I think you can get them off of the Ellis Harriet Clark website.
Okay.
So
yeah,
they're always on sale. Yeah, they're always on sale.
Yeah. Well, they're really, really lovely. They're in green and white for adults, and they're in navy blue for children, and they've got a fantastic design on the back, which is like angel wings with the E on the back, and they're really, really lovely. And the large ones are bargain price of £25, and the children's ones are £20. So if you're interested, have a look on the Ellis Harriet Clark website.
Thank you.
So I'm here at the bottom of Times Hill. What's your name?
My name's Nicola.
And what's your connection to the Ellis Harriet Clark charity?
I'm best friends with Ellis's big sister Billy, and I'm in part of the foundation setup, so part of the gang that set it all up. He got the third quickest time last year, so. So I set up the foundation with Billy and a number of other friends. I went to school with Billy, so I've known Ellis since she was 6 or 7. Yeah, she was just a huge part of our lives, and so that's why we're all here. It was her birthday yesterday. She would have been 22, and she got osteosarcoma when she was 12, and finally lost her battle a month after she turned 16. So well done, last hill!
So how many of these have you now done?
This is our second. So we've increased our entries by 50%, which we're really, really pleased with. None of us have ever done anything like this before. I don't even cycle. Billy, Ellis's sister, did Latap year before last. So she was quite a keen cyclist, and she just knew how it would pull everyone together. So people like Alexis, who just went up there super quick, he cycles a lot. Other people like my mum, she's 63, and we bought her a bicycle for Christmas. This is her second year. Last year she did 30 miles, this year she's doing 50. So it completely spans the ages. This year we've let 16 to 18 year olds get involved if they're accompanied by an adult. So we've had quite a few of them, maybe about 10 of them. So that's cool, and it's really cool. Like, the whole community's got involved. Back at base, I don't know if you've been to base, but we've got bouncy castle, pony rides, cake stalls, all that jazz. Bees made a cake. We've all got involved, so hopefully we'll raise lots of money.
You've all come together like such a lovely community.
Yeah, and we've all got involved. I mean, Kimmy over there, she's run the marathon for the Ellis Harriet Clark Foundation this year. and all our money gets divided equally between SCAT and Teenage Cancer Trust. So we've had Team Ellis's all over the country doing all different things, crazy things like climbing Mount Kilimanjaro to running umpteen marathons. Jim Bob, who's on our foundation, he's run umpteen marathons for us, raised thousands and thousands of pounds. Bear with me 2 seconds. Well done!
Woo! Come on!
Me shouting like a banshee. Yeah, it's great. But I mean, so when Billy did Le Tap, there's not that many females who do it, and it really inspired her how everyone was shouting, especially for the women that did it. They were really, really going for it.
For those people that don't know what that is,
That's
can you explain?
That's the non-professional element of the Tour de France. So non-professionals can do it. Amateurs, that's the word I was looking for. Amateurs can get involved, and it's pretty tough going. But she did that, and it really inspired her how everyone just lines the streets and gets involved. So that's what this is inspired by. So that's the idea behind this, that everyone would line the streets, and hopefully in years to come we will have people line the streets. I mean, we've got loads of supporters up there now, but hopefully in years to come everyone else will join in.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
That's a pleasure. Go out there and get involved. There's a foam finger with your name all over it.
How did you find it today?
Do you know what, we were just talking about that. It was probably one of the most amazing events that we've done. It's so well organised, and the people that are out there are just brilliant, absolutely first class. So
everyone was happy. There was loads of marshals. They were all happy and egging us all on. It was great. Everyone, that was the real big thing, wasn't it? Because you never normally see that many marshals and so many enthusiastic people along the way. But it's really good, really good.
Fantastic. And what was your time, gentlemen?
it was around about, I think we got back in about 2:40, just under 2:40, I think is where we got back. So
wow.
I don't know how that compares.
No,
to
don't
else,
no,
but,
don't say wow. I don't know.
That's very good. Very good. Well, it's 50 miles, so that's a pretty good, to me, that's a very good time. And so who are we speaking to here? I didn't ask your name.
That's all right. I'm Mike.
I'm Joe.
Well done. And are you doing the ride in particular for anybody, or are you just doing it?
Not this time, but we did see. We know obviously the history with the race and everything, and that appealed to us. So when we came on board, we did it really for that. You know, not we haven't got our own specific charities. No. No.
And are you up for it again next year then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we said exactly that when we came off, and obviously we want to do it again next year, and hopefully try and encourage some more people to come along as well, because it is such a great event, very well organised.
Really well organised. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I'm Sue, I'm here from the Hospital Radio, and what's your connection with the sponsored ride today?
Friend of the family. Ellis was a lovely, lovely girl. Knew her since she's been born.
Yes.
And
you're here today. You're looking very splendid. Let me just describe your lovely hat with a beautiful scarf around it and a lovely matching pink high-vis jacket, and you're looking really the part today. And this is just a wonderful celebration, isn't it, today?
It is.
Of Ellis's life. So
Yes.
And so were you here last year as well?
I wasn't able to come because my husband wasn't well, unfortunately.
But you're here today. I know you here as a
Marshal.
Yes. So have you finished, or were you marshalling the end of the race?
Well, just hearing what I can do, anyone wants me to do, I'll do.
Fantastic. Thanks very much. And you didn't say what your name was. Sorry.
Eve.
It's Eve. Thank you, Eve. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
I'm here with Sarah right now, who is walking around with a nice red folder, looking very as if she's organising the event, which is a wonderful event.
Yes.
So Sarah, would you like to just tell me a bit about what your position is here?
Yeah, so I just basically wander around with a clipboard looking important. And things happen to me when I get a clipboard. I turn into this really bossy person. So I went to school with Billy.
Yes.
And obviously, actually our friendship grew as Ellis became ill. And we've been friends ever since then, really. And there's a team of us, the core friends, who really try and help Billy with all of this organising. So that's how I got involved. Really, I would say through Ellis being unwell, Billy and I really became solid friends.
And this is just such a wonderful celebration of Ellis's
Yes,
life.
that's exactly it. We try and do really positive things, and ever since Ellis very sadly passed away, what we've tried to do is bring positive messages and try and celebrate her life and try and make other children's life a bit better if we can, and that's really what we want to do. We sort of have two aspects of what we do, one being the research side through SCAT and trying to get more people aware of it, as we say, raise money so that we can get more funding for research.
Yeah.
And then there's the TCT side, which we feel is a charity that helps really improve lives, whilst either from diagnosis, whilst they're being treated, and afterwards as well. So that's what we try and do with the money that we raise.
For our listeners who don't know, TCT is the Teenage Cancer Trust.
That's correct, yeah. So we've got SCAT and TCT. They're the two charities that we fundraise for.
That's really great, Sarah, and it's an absolutely amazing event.
I know.
We've had such positive feedback from the riders.
I know. We're really lucky actually, because I think Ellis manages to make the sunshine for us every year as well, which is really helpful. But no, we are so proud of this event. I can't tell you, no one's paid for this, no one, this is all our time that we give up just because we want to do something for a young girl that we all absolutely adored. And I can't tell you how much courage we got from this little girl. She was amazing, and this is a small part of something we can do that really, really helps, I think.
And it's just a wonderful event. It's really, really well organised.
Really good. Last year we had something like, I don't even know the official figures, but about 500 or something like that. This year we've got about 700. It's just going up, and everyone you talk, the feedback, we didn't ask for feedback last year, and we were flooded with emails of people just saying it was the best event I've been to, really well organised, oh God, somehow we've managed to pull it off. It's brilliant.
Well, enjoy walking around the day with your lovely pink
Yeah,
clipboard
see me
there.
being bossy.
Thanks very much,
Thank
Sarah.
you.
I'm now with Captain America. You look absolutely amazing. How was the ride?
Thank you. It was great. Absolutely beautiful route, well signposted, very safe. Just a great time, and so much support around the course. It was just amazing.
Brilliant.
It was great to be part of.
And what's the story, Captain America?
Well, Captain America, it was a long story. I'm not sure you'll have time.
That's fine.
But I've got a charity event later in the year as part of a 3-man superhero team, and this is like a little warm-up for Captain America, just to get into the swing of things. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And so, and what's your connection with the charity?
Connection is just through a friend of mine who's very close to the charity, and I just wanted to try and raise as much as we possibly could to help such a great cause, really.
And now I'm here with somebody I know quite well. It's Ian Weston, my husband. How was it for you today?
It was absolutely brilliant. Other than mile 34 to 37, which was a hill for 3 miles, it was a superb ride, very well organised. Well done, EHC.
And what was your time on that today?
My riding time was 4 hours and 3 minutes for a total distance of 50.8 miles.
Fantastic. And where's the rest of your team?
I've left them behind. I absolutely monstered it. I left them all behind. They couldn't keep up with me.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well I'm here with, is it John?
Yeah.
And what's your role in SCAT?
I'm one of the tumour surgeons at Stanmore, and so SCAT is a fantastic charity which raises amazing amounts of money, which is really important for bone tumours and sarcoma research. The trouble with sarcomas is they're very rare and they affect young people, so they have devastating effects on families and communities and people. But the trouble is that a lot of the research money for cancer seems to be mopped up by the bigger, more sort of common tumours, such as breast cancer, lung cancer, bowel cancer. So it's really important to raise as much money as possible for these small, rarer cancers, but which are devastating to people.
Is this the first time you've done the ride, or?
This is the second time. Actually, myself and Rob Pollock did it last year. completely unprepared and untrained.
Did you train this time?
Well, we meant to train quite a lot more than we actually did train, but the intentions were better this time.
Did you find it difficult?
It's a great ride. It's been a fantastic day. We've had great weather. The Clark family have just organised this so well. It's so well organised. It's just a great event for people of all abilities. So elite cyclists are enjoying it, and people like us just enjoying the sunshine and trying to raise a bit of money have also enjoyed it.
And you're wearing a great outfit as well, which supports SCAT Bone Cancer Trust. Do you want to describe it for us?
Well, it was designed by Rob Pollock. It is rather lurid. It's sadly made of lycra. It has purple panels down the side. It's slightly clashing green and white stripes. So it certainly is a sight to behold.
It's great because it means we can spot you a mile off and come riding over with our microphone like we just did. Thank you very much. And I'm here with what I think is the designer of these wonderful outfits.
Yeah, I contributed. Trish McEntee, who's our main fundraiser for SCAT, she provided all the logos and everything. The colours were pre-chosen, purple and green. I wouldn't have obviously chosen them myself, but the team of people that designed the Ellis Clark kit called VO2 also designed our kit, so it's a bit of a copy. But yeah, we look all right, I think.
And are you a rider yourself?
Not really, no. That last year's event was the first time I'd ridden a bike for about 5 years, and
wow.
I did it on a mountain bike that was normally my going to the pub in the evening bike, and it hurt so much we decided this year we had to make a bit of an effort. So we've got new kit, new bikes, we've trained a bit, not enough, and this year it's been slightly less painful on the thighs than it was last year.
So if you train a little bit more next year, then hopefully it'll be even less painful on the thighs.
It should be, yeah. Maybe we'll even just be described as elite cyclists, although I think that's very unlikely. But the intention now, we've got this whole thing has started a bit of momentum. Last year there were 2 of us. This year there are 8 of us. Maybe more next year, and we'll probably do other events as well to try and raise even more money for SCAT.
Fantastic. And what's your role within SCAT and the hospital?
I'm one of the trustees of SCAT. At Stanmore there are 4 surgeons who do the work for patients with musculoskeletal tumours. Myself, Will Aston, Tim Briggs and John Skinner. We're all trustees of SCAT. It's chaired by Steve Cannon, who recently retired. And these patients are a pretty special group of people. And where we've seen cure rates for other cancers like breast cancer and prostate cancer rise, the cure rate for skeletal cancer is still only 60%, and that hasn't changed for about 20 years. So we desperately need funds to do some research to try and improve both the quality of life of these patients and hopefully improve our survival rates. And Professor Flanagan at the Royal National Orthopaedic Hospital and UCL has got a fantastic research programme in place. We just need funds to keep that going.
And if people want to donate money and raise funds for SCAT, how can they do so?
Probably the best way is to go to www.scat.org or just Google SCAT and you'll find it. On the intranet at Stanmore you can also get access to it. And there are many events going on throughout the year which people can get involved in. It's not just giving money, it's just come along, come and join us. Let's have 20 next year, and anyone, everyone's welcome.
Thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.
My name's Tim Williams, I'm from Enfield.
From Enfield. And have you done this ride before?
I haven't, but I'll tell you a funny story. I was in Smith's in Enfield town yesterday looking through magazines, and I saw an advert for this only at 5:30 yesterday, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll go there. And I did ring up the organiser, and she confirmed I could come along the day and get a place. So yeah, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
That's brilliant. And had you been training for it, or were you a cyclist in any case?
I'm a cyclist, but I often do go out and do a 20-mile ride. But I have done once or twice 50 miles. But yeah, I'm not particularly trained for it, but I like to think I'm fairly fit, and I've done it in 4 hours, so I'm happy with that.
Wonderful. And you're looking good. You don't look
thank
like
you,
you've just
thank
done
you,
50
thank you.
miles.
No, but it was very well organised actually. And all the marshals out there were fun and clapping and cheering, and it was great. And there's places to eat on the way, which is very nice. It's great. So it's a lovely day out.
So who am I speaking to here?
Michelle.
Michelle.
Helen.
Irene.
And Michelle, I love your colours. That's a fantastic outfit you have on there.
Thank you very much.
That's
Thank
not
you.
one of her best ones.
Yeah.
She has got an outfit for every occasion.
What,
I have.
cycling outfit?
Yes, I have. Yeah, because I cycle for Women v Cancer. I've cycled Kenya and Cuba with Helen, so we need to have lots of different outfits. We've raised between us, we've raised lots of money.
I think the whole lot's raised over £3.5 million. Yeah.
So we're we're in a group of female cyclists, and what's nice is that not everybody's all young and fit. There's all ages and all sizes, and so really. And so we like to train together and cycle together, and we have lots of fun.
And have you done this ride before?
Yes, I did it last year. It was the first time last year, and it raised a lot of money. And I have to say, for Hertfordshire, this is one of the best organised races. And the food stops and the way they cheer everybody on and feed everybody. Congratulations to them. They could charge more money to enter this race. They do it so well.
Well, it's the second year now of the great ride for the Ellis Harriet Clark Foundation, and I'm here with her sister Billy. Hello.
Hello there.
How's the day gone for you?
It's been brilliant. The sun shines out again, thank God, and I do really feel like we've got a bit of an angel up there today, to be honest, because it's just been brilliant. Yeah.
And talk us through the Ellis Harriet Clark Foundation. Like, what's it all about?
For us, it's initially something in order to keep my sister's name alive, but I think it's continued by keeping her spirit alive and keep making her proud. Really, every event we do is to try and do justice to her name, and we really try to make it a wow event, which we're getting feedback that it is a wow event. So I'm really proud to be able to do it, really, and make money for children unfortunate enough to be in Ellis's position.
And of all the fundraising things to do, why a bike ride?
I just think it's a great way for people to get out in the countryside and be part of what's out here and get fit and feel good about themselves, and we can make money by them doing that. So it's a win-win situation, I hope.
And events like this, I think you really see the community come together and raise their support. Do you have a message for them, or?
I just want to thank them, actually. We've had such amazing support, and people are out cheering. If they're not riding, they're cheering. If they're not cheering, they're making cakes or they're marshalling, and we wouldn't be able to do it without them. So if you're not riding, then we'd love your help in future events, and if you are riding, then please join us next year.
And I've noticed a lot of the cyclists have these great, I've got one in front of me now, Ellis Harriet Clark cycling sportwears. Are you a designer of this?
I'm kind of behind it. I'm not the designer, but I get involved and ensure it happens. And like you say, I think it looks brilliant, and it's nice to see out on the course.
And we can spot the supporters a mile off, which is great.
Exactly. The lovely bright pink everywhere, it helps us, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what's next? Is there going to be another one next year?
Can I make that decision tomorrow? We'll see how much money we make, and if it's all good, then we'll be back again next year. Yeah.
And most importantly, if people want to donate their time and their funds to the Ellis Harriet Clark Foundation, how can they do so?
If they could just get in touch via our website, it's www.ellisharrietclark.com, and just get in touch with me, Billy, and it would be great to hear from them.
You've done an amazing job once again, so thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
How long will I love you? As long as stars are above you.
Ellie Goulding there, and How Long Will I Love You, and a big well done to everyone involved in that magnificent event in aid of Ellis Harriet Clark. You can go to their website if you want more information at www.ellisharrietclark.com, or you can also find out details about the SCAT charity by visiting their website as well. Don't forget you can catch up with this and other editions of Brockley News and Brockley News Extra by logging on to our website at radiobrockley.org, and then follow the links to our YouTube page from there. If there's anything else happening here in the hospital that you want to find out more about, you can contact us here on extension 5483, and we'll try and cover it on future editions of Brockley News and Brockley News Extra. Stay tuned to Radio Brockley across the week for more information about the events and services available in the hospital, along with the widest range of music you'll ever hear to suit all tastes. And you can catch Brockley News Extra on Radio Brockley Mondays to Friday lunchtimes at midday, and also Monday evenings at 8 o'clock, plus Brockley News every Sunday at 8 o'clock with me, Alan Joyce, for half an hour before bedside bingo. From me for now, goodbye.